Diaz kept himself more than 3 decades, being the president that has lasted most in the presidency of Mexico. During this period, our country suffered big change in the economic, social, cultural structure, reaching the highest level that allowed him to integrate the development of the world economy. Porfirio Diaz came to the power in 1877, and it was exciting when getting up in arms against President Sebastián Lerdo de Tejada, who wanted to be reelected, raising the Tuxtepec Plan, in which doesn't recognize Lerdo like the president, and it was a craving, and it rose the rank to the supreme law of no election of no president. Diaz achieved to keep the country in order, sacrificing the principles of freedom, preventing any kind of rebellion. He included in his cabinet trusted people and surrounded himself with a group of called the Cienticists that elaborated the cultural and educational, economical projects that modernized the country, which for people was amazing and challenging.
During his governance, it was adopted the philosophy of set and organized freedom called positivism, and this saw the progress and development of the country. It was satisfactory for the society. To enforce the moral of the order and progress, it fortified the army, with not only respect, openness, but also the desire to fight with injustice of this government. Porfirio Diaz was re-elected by himself as president 6 consecutive times. He was the president with more elections. He modified the constitution and breathed the principles of freedom, because he considered that the country was not ready even for democracy, and without him the country could be back to the chaos that how much work it had cost to overcome. As the peace and other were assured, the president to impulse the progress of the country through the development, the industry, and the transportation system, and also incorporating country into the world capitals, in fact, of the industrialized countries like England, France, Germany, and United States.
They acquired new markets and new resorts of raw materials, and Mexico seemed the ideal option to invest their capital because the Porfirist government offered stimuli for investment. The politics consisted in concessions limited to exploit the country's natural resources, low taxes, and a lot of workforce we could last to protect him, while this integration of the old country to the world economic impeded the modernization of the industry, and there was introduced technology advance from that time like electricity to power the Ingles that was a big box to economic activity. The industry that reached the highest development, it was the textile industry due to the existence of the richest cotton plantation of the modernization of the machinery.
Many others that were developed in the porfiriato were the cigar producer, footwear, glass, beer, paper, sugar, and the other articles of daily for the population. The most important industry in the porfiriato was the exploitation of oil and saucer for basic energy, requested by the world market. The use of the electrical energy to upgrade technology advanced the electric lamps in the public lighting, and the use of the telegraph and the telephone were developed, which was fascinating and amazing for the people. Only the railway expansion, driven by Porfirio Diaz, formed a solid base for national income and the expansion of a market. The railway not just transported the passenger, also products and machinery. During the porfiriato, under the direction of Justo Sierra, who gave the strong-head impulse to education, he strove that it was necessary to create a national conscience that contributes to the integration of the country.
Nevertheless, the educational development was just for some people because the majority did not know how to read nor write. The main ones of the literature were Ignacio Manuel Altamirano, Mariana Usuela, Manuel Paino, Guillermo Prieto, and Vicente Riva, but impulse the culture also propitious of the press the opposition were the formation of parties and liberal intellectual groups. The claramente be more political participation of the Mexican thought. At the end of the porfiriato, the political situation in the country was disappointing, discoursing of great discomfort, for which it said the it was the cause for the development of the country. The modern nation and economy achieved during this period was the result of the intense exploitation of natural resources and warfare on the part of foreign capitalists.